So go ahead and find a position that's comfortable for your body. This could be whatever you want it to be. You can stand, sit in any posture, sit on the floor, sit in a chair, lay down. And just start to find some ease in that position. Notice how your body wants to arrange, what feels most comfortable. Notice your breath, what your breath is doing, where you feel it most strongly. And without changing it at all, just settle into your breath. You can gently invite relaxation into your body. See if your shoulders are holding anything that they're ready to let go of. See if your neck wants to soften. See if anything in your chest wants to let go a little bit. If your gut feels tight. If your back muscles are working harder than they need to hold you up. See if there's anything in your pelvis that feels tight. It doesn't need to be. See if there's any heaviness in the lower body that's ready to fall off. And invite that sense of relaxation throughout the whole body. If it feels good, you can invite a gentle smile to your face. Or see if you make space for it, if one just appears naturally. And let's start by calling to mind your easy to love person or animal. You might already have one that you normally practice with. You might be thinking of one now. Mine's going to be my niece, Charlotte. Can see her smiling at me through the windshield of her Barbie car. You can pull up an image of them, or it could be more of a feeling of being around them. Could be a smell, any kind of sense memory of them. And now send metta to this person or animal. You could internally repeat a phrase for them if you'd like to. May you be happy. May you be loved. May you be at peace. May you be free from suffering. Fill in the blank with whatever comes up for you. Or maybe instead of a phrase, you'd rather send a feeling, something that you feel in your heart, feeling of love, kindness, respect, well wishes, anything like that. Find your personal version that feels good to send to this being. And now I want you to call to mind a being who is not easy for you to love, not always. Somebody who you do love, an important relationship in your life, but it's not always easy. Again, it could be an image of them in your mind's eye. It could be a feeling or a sense memory of them. Just hold that image or feeling in your heart for a moment. Hold that being in your heart. And now I want you to let go of that image or feeling and instead call up a feeling of the relationship itself. So it's not specifically them, it's not specifically you, but it's as if there's a separate relationship entity. And see if that appears to you in some kind of way. See if that shows up as an imaginal image or a color, a texture, a song lyric. See if you can find some kind of internal representation of your relationship with this being. And I want this image or this representation to hold the full complexity of this relationship. So it's not all sunshine and rainbows. It's all the beautiful stuff and all the hard stuff. And see if you can make space for all of that complexity in your heart. See if you can hold all of that. If it feels really hard to do that, be easy on yourself and keep trying. Or just hold as much of it in your heart as feels possible. So we don't need to change anything in this relationship structure. Let's just let it be exactly as it is and hold that in our hearts. If you feel guilt or shame about some of the ways that you feel about this person or something that comes up connected with this relationship, see if you can find acceptance for having those feelings and thoughts in this relationship container. See how much space there is in your heart for acceptance. And now I want you to send metta to the structure itself, however you feel or see that represented. Whatever feelings it encompasses, whatever thoughts are there, whatever behavior patterns, whatever complex history, send metta to that structure in its complexity and fullness. So you could use a phrase if you want. Something like, may this structure be happy. May this relationship be happy. May this container be loving. Something like that. Or you can just send the feeling of love, acceptance, kindness, forgiveness, whatever feels right. Now I want to zoom in a little bit on some specific parts of this structure. See if you can feel into anything that this structure encompasses that might have gone a little bit stale. It might be a pattern of behavior in the structure, a pattern of relating. It might be a persistent thought that you have about this person or animal. It might be a feeling that you have about them that feels stuck or habitual. See if there's anything there that doesn't feel true anymore. Maybe it's just there out of habit. Maybe it's in need of updating. Don't force this. Some things there are going to be persistent, and that's fine. Just see if there's anything that jumps out at you that's just ready to go. It's ready to be let go of. And I want you to send metta to those parts of the structure. See how your heart wants to send metta. See what feels right. Is it a feeling of love, forgiveness? Just some kind of wordless dissolving? Stay with your heart and see what comes up. I notice what's happening for me is that my heart found a speck of forgiveness, and it's letting that grow bigger inside this relationship structure. And if there's anything there that's ready to go, that's dissolving or falling away, see if your heart wants to replace it with anything. Is there something like a vacuum there that wants to be filled with feelings of love and support, care? Could be something visual, the color seeping into the structure. When you're ready, let go of the structure and call the being back, the person or animal, an image of them or a sense memory or a feeling. But make it the easiest to love version of them. See what that might be for you. Maybe it's a person who, when they come to you for help, that's when it's easiest for you to love them. Maybe it's when they do something nice for you. Maybe it's literally an image of them as a newborn baby. Whatever it is, hold that image or feeling in your heart now. And send them metta in whatever way feels best for you. If your heart had a certain way it wanted to fill the structure as some of the cobwebs were dissolving, use that. And now you can go ahead and let go of them and come back to the final being in the relationship, which is you. And I want you to hold yourself in your heart. You could even imagine your relationship with yourself as a structure if you want to, and hold that in your heart. Because of course we have complex relationships with ourselves, and it's not always easy to love ourselves. See if there's anything that you are holding against yourself that can be let go of, even just for a moment, or just for this meditation. One thing I enjoy doing is sending metta to my heart specifically. So I'll say something to my heart like, may you be loved, may you be happy, may you be full of joy. And just before we finish our meditation, you can spend a moment either reflecting on this practice period We're setting the intention to do an act of kindness in the near future. Whenever you're ready, you can reconnect with the physical space that you're in. Feel your feet on the ground, your butt on the cushion, whatever it may be. And let the meditation come to an end.